Alright, hi everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of my podcast, Zul Halus.
綺麗事ってよりも自己中の方がマシねまずは言わなきゃわかんないでしょ言葉は意外にも魔力を秘めてるの正直な君の夢はそうよこの星は思い通り二人なら望み通り未来さえもお見通し叶えてあげるI'm genie for your boy 君もくれば I'm genie for your wish 好きになれば I'm genie for your dream もっとなれば I'm genie for your world
Welcome back. So, to start things off, I'm just gonna keep this episode short. Let's go to the very first topic, okay? So, I asked my Instagram followers their thoughts on boy groups doing girl group choreos. I mean, of course, there are different types of opinions. First opinion says awesome. I mean, yeah, awesome, because actually some of them can actually do it. While the other one says they always make it more masculine than how it's supposed to be. Period. I stand by this opinion because, okay, I don't know if this mic is working, so please tell me if it's working or not when this episode airs, okay? But like that's where the issue lies, cause there are certain boy group members that can actually twirl their hips, can actually twerk, or can like do feminine choreos and excel at those choreos, okay? So if those males can, why the other half of the males cannot? Right? Okay, so what I am going to put here are comparisons between how the choreo is supposed to be done versus how this, I wouldn't want to say toxic masculine idols, but if these idols can thrust their hips, can body roll, can do the body wave, can grind the floor like it's no problem, then what is so hard about just twirling your hips or whatever that shit is? So yeah, here's my comparison number 1.
Push the stars pushing on my buttons with no hesitation gas me up, give me motivation tell me where we can't pick a destination gas me up, give me motivation now.
Okay, I think there was enough time. Yeah, so that's the first comparison. Now let's go to the second comparison.
What you looking at? 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 I'm fearless, huh? You should get away.
Okay, hopefully that was enough time. Yeah, but you get what I mean. If why so stiff, honey? If you can do your hip thrust like you putting your into somebody, then twirling your hips, you should be able to twirl your hips also, right? Okay, let's say if you do those if you grind on the floor, do your hip thrust, do your body wave, obviously from a male's perspective to another male, obviously you're pretending you're doing it, right? Then twirling your hips also helps this part. Like, girl, if you can like that, if you can like that, then why you cannot like that? Isn't it still like, yeah? You get what I mean? So fix that, okay? But of course your fans will defend you to death, but it's their style. You can still do a feminine choreo and still have some style. Personally, I would recommend looking at either TXT's Yeonjun or Twas Jihoon. If they can, why can't other male idols do the same? And mind you, these two are literally main dancers in their groups. So if their main dancers can shake ass or twirl, like their life depends on it, what makes these other idols not do it when their dance capabilities are way lesser than the two? I just recommend it. Yeah, not only will I put them accountable, I will also hold the managers and company accountable. Cause what makes you think this specific male idol needs to do a good choreo? No, please pick a member that can actually do this choreos justice. And please, to all the male groups out there, if you want to cover a girl group song, do justice. Do the cover justice. Please just don't. My eyes, they hurt. My eyes. Now, let's move on to the next topic, which is your worst experience at work. Be it via through your colleagues or through your management or through customers, if you're doing customer service or F&B, okay, etc. It might be a bit too specific. Getting a bit too specific, your replies. Imagine just joining a workplace, but you have the audacity to hate on people who have worked longer. Like real though, like okay, but if it comes to the extent where your senior colleagues are the type to like show off or like step boss, act like they're the higher ups, then okay, I see why you have the audacity to hate. But the ones where they are actually nice and are actually, teaching you, coaching you, you shouldn't hate them. In fact, you should love them with all of your hearts and all of your holes. Because you will never encounter this kind of nice colleagues everywhere. Like really. Okay, so please, your next confession. Being thrown under the bus by superiors cause they didn't want to be blamed. Yes, this kind of superiors really just piss everybody off. Like if you are working as a superior, then that means you are trained or have been picked by the higher ups to either take the blame or handle more difficult tasks. So shouldn't you be taking the blame instead of just pushing it onto your subordinates, to the people lower than you? Does that work? Okay. Continuing on, all when you did the right thing and followed the right and proper procedures. Oh, god dang it, my pronunciation. They taught. So like pick a struggle. Like you want staff to follow the SOP or people who just don't follow the SOP. Pick a struggle to the superiors in any industry. Continuing on. Wow. Damn. Seeing firsthand how your side of the story doesn't matter to anyone when they want to blame you. Girl, at this point they just hate you lah. Let's be honest. They just hate you. Yeah. I have no words. Your colleagues really and superiors really damn CB ah. Do you want me to call the workplace out? Never mind, I don't want to get sued. Okay, continuing on to a separate confession, okay? One of the management, which is a man, literally talked about 18 plus related things to a minor employee. Okay, a bit too specific because I was there. I heard about. Because it happened at my workplace, which I will not expose. I do not want to get sued. Okay, but yeah, what the things he does is nasty. Like, say example, you are a minor lah, okay, then I am that management. I go up to you, I see you do a good job, then okay, a decent management would be like, hey, nice support, I love. But he would literally go to you and say, good girl, and he also, like, if I'm not wrong, he also like stroke the hands of the employee. Yeah, like, good girl. Ew. Then later, if we give the same treatment to you, you want to report to higher ups because of, oh, it's sexual harassment. Honey, please look at yourself. You also don't look that handsome. Let's talk facts. If you look like John Jungkook ke Cha Eun-woo, or maybe in my personal opinion, Choi San, touch me all you like. But please, you don't. You look like Super Mario, the one with the shell, the enemy. Yeah. You look like a Timu version or the convenience store version lah. Okay. Next confession. Super calculative colleague. Okay. Like, are they the kind of mathematical person, like, oh, we cannot spend so much on this because we will have this left? I don't know, like, how. So I googled someone who is skilled at figuring out the best way to achieve a goal, often by carefully considering the potential. Guys, sorry, I'm using my other phone, which is hideous, so please bear with me. Considering the potential sequences and manipulating situations to their advantage. Okay, manipulating They might use subtle or even deceptive tactics to achieve their goals, often at the expense of others. So it's like they're using. Okay, so correct me, it is the kind of colleague that would put themselves first before other colleagues. Am I right? This kind of colleague Someone, she says super calculative. That means you are willing to throw people under the bus to make yourself look good. Sweetie, no, just don't. Haji Malago. Personally, from my opinion, it's either I won't be friends with this colleague at first, or if, let's say, we are friends, then I found out they would push me down the drain to, give themselves a promotion or give themselves a pay raise, then I would throw hands lah. Not physically, but obviously I would walk around the workplace screaming snake or snitches, I mean. Like, let's say if I were to walk past by you, I would just say out loud, oh my gosh guys, there's a snake. Yeah, I would make that colleague feel guilty or feel like they want to throw hands with me lah, which I don't mean. But you should have thought of it in the first place before you push other colleagues down the drain. Okay? Yeah, technically that is the last confession of the topic, which comes to the end of the video, I guess. So, hopefully we'll see you all in part 3, episode 3. Okay, I have nothing else technically. And with that, my name is Zul. Thank you and see you. Bye bye.